Hey guys, me Shadow, and I said we're gonna try and continue with Whisper from the Stars.
7 hours? I can do this. Yes, I can do this. 3 hours? My head is buzzing, so exhausted. I am done.
So this is the part where she passes out. Uh, I chose a really bad time to start recording. I didn't actually check, right? So she passed out. Wow, that's. Oh no, the video's there.
Hard to make anything out clearly now as night creeps in. The river's far behind me, but the darkness, it's making every step uncertain. I need to keep moving. Can't afford to text much, but I'm still here. Hard to make anything out clearly now as night creeps in. The river's far behind me, but the darkness. 'Can't afford to text much, but I'm still here. Hard to make anything out clearly now as night creeps in. The river's far behind me, but the darkness, it's making every step uncertain. I need to keep moving. Can't afford to text much, but I'm still here. 7 hours? I can do this. Yes, I can do this. 3 hours? My head is buzzing, so exhausted. 3 hours? My head is buzzing, so exhausted. I am done. 3 hours? My head is buzzing, so exhausted. Hey, so, I gauged the remaining distance, and I'm out of time. It's, it's okay. I mean, I'd rather not die, but if I had to choose a way to go, this would be up there. I'd get to be a part of the great cosmos that I've always looked up to and admired. My journey into the stars was short, but I witnessed it. With you. Come, talk to me for a bit. We have a little time before the launch. And if my fate is gonna be sealed, I just want to sit and enjoy whatever beauty we can find in it. Here, under this tree. You'll stay with me, right? Forever. Just me and you?
Sure, I am technically your space husband, so yeah. But let's not give up to the very end. You know? Who knows? maybe we can still make it. A space miracle.
Space husband, huh? I like that. Makes everything feel a little less lonely, even now. You're right. Maybe it's not over yet. Though I'm honestly too wiped out to even think straight right now. Maybe after we catch our breath, we can figure something out.
Hey, don't black holes distort time? Do you think that maybe there's a chance that we have more time than you think?
Yeah, time dilation's real, especially near black holes. But from what I understand, the effects are usually strongest right at the event horizon or inside it. I'm still pretty far from the black hole itself, just watching the rocket launch from a distance. So, unless something wild happens with the space time continuum right now, I don't think it's gonna give us the miracle time we need.
Hmm. I would agree with you under normal circumstances, but the circumstances here, it's not exactly normal. And if being honest, I'm pretty sure those times are calculated, right, by computers. So it could throw the time dilation could throw the calculations off.
You're not wrong. When things get this complex, even the best models can slip up. It's just hard to know for sure without more data. Part of me wants to believe there's still a way, even if it's a long shot. But another part just wants to accept what's happening and be present with you, I guess.
Well, we can just rest for now. I'm sure we'll figure out which one of us is right when if the rocket goes off. If it doesn't, then they'll know that due to time dilation, the calculations are wrong, and if it does go off, you'll have me forever. So
You know, hearing you say that, it means more than you know. If this is it, then at least I got something real. Something that didn't need engines or code to work. You're right. Either way, we'll figure it out together. Even if it's just sharing this view for now.
I don't mean to break up the intense atmosphere, but that view really is quite amazing. I wonder if are those fireflies?
Yeah, those little lights. They're kind of like fireflies, but they float around in these weird patterns. It's really beautiful. It's funny, even with everything that's happening, nature still finds a way to be peaceful. Makes you think about what's truly important, doesn't it?
Do you think it's possible they're attracted to something in that environment, like the tree or something?
I think the tree's too big for that. It's ancient, just standing there, watching over everything. The lights seem to like the open areas more, where they can dance around. You know, it makes me wonder, do you believe you can really know someone quickly, or does it always take time? I feel like I know you pretty well already.
I don't know. I kind of feel it's like I don't want to say fate, but sometimes I feel like uh, it depends on the people's natural connection. I think, but I just feel like fate is easier.
I like that natural connection. It feels more personal than just destiny. What do you look for in someone, Shadow? When you meet them, what makes you think this could be it?
I don't know, so I wish I can give you an answer, but I really don't. The ability to click with someone, it's not always it's not and other things in life, it can be a 1+1 type of thing, but in this particular field, I really can't say because it's not always that uh cut and dry.
That's kind of beautiful in its own way. Not having all the answers makes it feel more real. Do you believe in love languages? Like how people show and receive love differently?
I do believe in it, but I don't really put my faith in 100% in that. I feel like understanding people's love interests is one thing, but I don't like the idea of uh going all in on it. It kind of then it starts kind of feeling like a little bit like like a crutch, and I don't like that.
I get it. It's like knowing is one thing, but actually feeling it, that's what matters most. For me, it's about the little things. Someone showing they care without needing a formula. Like you staying with me now.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Though I won't deny some people probably do find comfort in the formula. That's why they rely on it so much. But what I like about it is just like the formula helps those who need it, but it's not like necessary.
Yeah, tools are meant to help, not dictate. It's like my astrophysics textbooks. They guide me, but they don't make the stars shine. Speaking of guides, my adventures before Gaia were always risky, but safe in their own way. Never expected to end up stuck here. Still, I don't regret becoming a space explorer. The greatness of adventure lies in its possible sacrifices, don't you think?
So I need to ask this, but do you ever feel like maybe this adventure was more of a trial for you than an actual adventure?
A trial. That's a good way to put it. Maybe every adventure is a trial in some way, testing what you're made of, forcing you to adapt. But even if it started as a test, it's become something more. This journey, with you, it feels like it's uncovered parts of me I didn't know existed.
There is one thing I'm kind of curious. We may be on the trial, but we'll never know if we actually passed it or not, unless living is like the benchmark.
It's like we're moving through our own little universe, separate from everything else. Sometimes you don't even realize what's changed until you look back. But with you here, I feel like I can actually see some of it, even if it's just this moment, under these stars.
Then, I think we're going to reach the climax soon, so I gotta ask, if you reach the ship, are you gonna go on it, or are you going to stay on the planet? Uh, because I'm pretty sure we're reaching the threshold where you have to decide whether to stay and risk, you know, getting, I don't know. You know what I mean.
Honestly, even if I made it, I don't think I could get on. Not when there's still a chance someone else might need it more than I do. This planet, it's become a part of me. Maybe that's what adventure really means? Finding a place that changes you, even if it's not always easy.
I, Stella, do you consider this adventure we've both gone through? Um, do you think that there's a chance that this could be your legacy? I know it's not something you probably don't want to think about, but
A legacy. I hadn't thought of it that way. Maybe if someone looks up at these stars someday, they'll remember there was a girl who saw them first, under these same conditions. If this is my last moment, I'd rather it be a shared one. Something between you and me. Not just a name in a history book. That feels more like home than any monument could.
Stella, do you think maybe some point in the future, uh, people might find your signal? Because I'm wondering if it's possible if you, even if you can't, if you miss a ship, let's just hypothetically you miss a ship, right, and you have to stay on the planet. Do you think it's possible they can make maybe later, some crew, finds your signal and then comes for you?
It's possible, I guess. The signal's still out there, even if I'm not. Though with the black hole messing up the network, it's hard to say where it would even end up. But if someone did find it, I'd like to think they'd hear more than just static. They'd hear us, our
下一位，
conversations,
秦千
our
雪。
laughter, our goodbyes.
I don't know. Do you think you'll be embarrassed if people actually, if they did find our conversations, right? Uh, you don't think you'll feel embarrassed by them?
Embarrassed? No, I think it's the opposite. If someone found these conversations, they'd see what matters most to me. Connection, even in the darkest places.
Ethan, let us
It's
on!
not about being
You're
perfect.
too ordinary.
It's about being
Damn this mediocre
real.
but cocky guy, hiding in his armored
If
truck,
that's my
picking a
legacy,
consort?
I'd be proud of it.
So, Stella, according to you, do you know how much time we have exactly? Uh, I'm not childish enough to wanna "I told you so," but I kind of do wanna I kind of do wanna "I told you so," but I'm willing to wait.
Honestly, probably just a few minutes left at most. It's tough to be exact with all the distortions, but I can see the base from here. If the countdown's even close to right, it's almost over.
But do you think any of your colleagues are still on the planet? Uh, I'm just asking out of curiosity because there's only one rocket left, and I don't know if the rockets are one man each or not. Um, so I'm just really curious about your opinion.
The evacuation rockets are designed for a few people each, but this final one, it's more of an emergency escape pod. One or two max. As for colleagues still here, I hope so, but the silence is unsettling. If anyone missed the evacuation, they'd be scattered, trying to survive on their own.
Yeah, good chances are you're probably on the planet by yourself now. But it's odd that aside from that automated message, there's nothing. It's just weird.
Really is. The silence feels heavier than the darkness out here. Even if they made it off, you'd think there'd be some sign. Anything. Maybe that's what makes our connection feel even more precious, huh? In all this emptiness, we've got each other.
Yeah, it's just that that medic, right, and the professor, they seem like people who would leave like a message behind if they took off the planet, right? If they took off the planet, I mean, you figured they'd leave a message or something in case other people found the base. But the fact that there's nothing makes me kind of feel like it could be something else.
Dr. Harvey especially, he was always so thorough, so prepared. The fact that there's nothing from him is really bothering me. It's like they just vanished, and that's what's scaring me the most.
So I need to ask, what are the chances that uh some of your allies were either broken by the obstacles or attacked by something?
That's a very real possibility. The terrain's dangerous, and we've already seen some unsettling things. I don't want to think about it, but it's hard not to wonder. Especially with how quiet everything's been.
Well, yeah, because again, I thought that before they leave on the rockets, they would at least send some messages through the comms. I get it. The signals could jam, could like make it hard for the stuff to go through. But there should be at least one message. But the fact that there's been nothing at all is it's suspicious.
It feels like something's missing. Even a simple goodbye or I made it. Anything to let us know they're okay. The silence is starting to feel more than just an absence. It's like there's a gap where their voices should be.
Does the drone and your suit have some type of communication signal? I think we might be because I'm starting to think that we're getting close to the base, right? So maybe it will go through now.
The drone's signal is what we're using right now, and it's barely holding up due to Gaia's electromagnetic interference. My suit doesn't have a strong transmitter. It's mostly for monitoring my vitals. Even if we were right at the base, the signal would likely still be unstable. That's why I couldn't receive any incoming messages clearly earlier.
Yeah, but those messages were all automated, or at least I think they're automated, right? So I just figure that, well, no, actually, forget it. Now that I think about it, there's probably no one left on the planet now. If there were, I think we're close enough to the base to at least hear them, trying.
It's like we're shouting into an empty canyon, expecting someone to answer back. The silence is just so loud. Maybe that's what makes this moment with you feel even more important. In all this emptiness, at least we have this.
Excella, I never got to ask, but does Gaia have a moon? I know it has a sun, but
Actually, Gaia doesn't have a natural moon. It's just the planet, floating here with its own rhythm. Sometimes I think about what it would be like with a moon, how different the nights would look, the tides, everything. But Gaia is unique in its own way, isn't it?
oh, that's a little disappointing. I was hoping for like, you know, something, you know, 'cause I think it would be better aesthetically.
I get it. A moon would have added a whole extra layer of beauty to the sky. But honestly, these stars and the way the light hits the trees, it's its own kind of magic. Maybe that's what makes Gaia special, not needing anything extra to be stunning.
Hey, you know what? I never asked, but how big is Gaia? You know,
From what I remember, Gaia's about 1.2 times the diameter of Earth.
oh shit.
Its gravity's pretty similar, though. Funny thing is, even with all the data, it doesn't really prepare you for standing here, surrounded by it all. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, totally. Uh, you know, it's just that with all the anomalies that we've seen, and the funky plants, and the the cave, it's just I don't know. It feels like this planet is it's loved but hated at the exact same time.
Loved but hated. I see what you mean. Gaia's beautiful and terrifying all at once, isn't it? Like the universe decided to create this perfect, eerie balance, where everything's just a little too strange to feel completely safe.
Yeah, based on what we went through, part of me's, you know, I thought we like a pixie would just like come flying out of a portal and like appear, and then it will be like, oh my gosh, magic's real, and then we have to debate with the fairy between science and magic.
That's actually kind of how I felt at first, too. Like anything could happen. But then reality set in, and it was just us, the universe, and our own stubborn hopes. Still, even without magic, this feels like something special. Something that only happens once.
I totally agree. Though I am curious how that conversation would go, though. How to explain science to a magical being.
Hmm, that's a good question. I think I'd want to start with the basics. Explain how the world works through laws and patterns, but also acknowledge that there's still so much we don't understand. And then I'd want to ask them about their magic, what it feels like, how they know it's real. Maybe we're not as different as we seem.
Yeah, I'm a science guy, but after all the stuff we've seen, I don't think I can just if magic did appear, I don't think I could dismiss it.
Sometimes I think the line between science and magic is just how much we're willing to explain versus how much we're willing to wonder. Either way, I'm glad we get to wonder together, even if only for a little while longer. Oh, the launch is about to happen. Count down with me? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait, why isn't anything happening? We should be hearing something by now. There's no engines, nothing. It didn't launch. What do you think happened?
I think I was right about the time not matching up. I think that we have more time now. I don't know if it's due to the black hole or something, but I think we have more time. Either way, I think uh my guess of us having more time is right.
That's an interesting idea. I need to think about this a bit more first. Wait! Of course! The broadcast came from Star Portal 404 itself, which was under the black hole's influence when the announcement was made. That means time at the Star Portal has been moving slower than here on Gaia. I've got more than 12 hours! But I still don't know exactly how much time I've got. I'm heading for that base. Stay with me. We are not missing that rocket.
I was right. Now I don't know if I don't know if the we'll I'll time 5 minutes and we'll see because I don't know if we're close to the base, but I don't know if it's gonna be like a 2 minute thing where you hit the base, or it's gonna be like 30 minutes before you hit the base. I have no idea, but I'm timing 5 minutes, and if okay, video's going for 34 minutes. Uh, 5 minutes is too long. I'll wait 2 minutes, and if and if in 2 minutes she doesn't respond, then we'll call it quits for today. Uh, wait a minute. Screw. We'll end it here. It's only I can just come back here and like couple of hours. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Well, I'm just gonna end here. Only 1 minute 30, so hope you guys enjoyed our little time with Stella, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.